He's also mortally flammable. So he's no good. Your pick is 7. Alright. It's a Caragor! Oh, we had a we had a mission, a daily to do in here as well. Headshot enemies, so that's super easy. Fucking Caragors. You mind? I wonder if that counts as a headshot. Because it's a Caragor. Oh, you didn't even need to kill them. You just need to hit them in the head. Because all these guys will be one-shots. Probably use some arrows. I'm fairly sure we have chance of getting... Oh, no. No. Never mind. We did have, at one point we had chance of getting arrows back on headshot or something, but we now have poison enemies when headshot. It's so dark. All right, what was next? 6.
I got him.
I already picked 7, so Spook's gonna have to pick another number. Rash Steward of the Keep. The old Rashi. What is this? Killing Uruks without being hit. Okay.
Banias. Elves are the embodiment of grace. Yet we were taken with this beautiful visitor bearing gifts.
Defeat 40 Uruks without being hit. Time limit? Time limit. Hit 8 orcs in a single fire pit or grog barrel explosion, and we can't get hit ourselves. Okay, that's going to be a little difficult. I mean, is there enough there? Oh, wait. Oh, we can detonate it. I don't think that counts, right? So you fellas, want to come over here? Oh. That 8? That's probably 8. It was not 8. That was probably 8. What a bastard. We got hit. What a bigger bastard. I think there's probably 8 dudes there, though. We just need to make sure that they're all grouped up. I think trying to do that first is the way to go, though. I already picked number 7, so you need to pick a new number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more guys have come from below. No, not him. There's still 8 guys here. Okay, good. That worked. Ghouls have just shown up, which is not ideal. I don't like that. Because ghouls can hit you very easily. We run away from ghouls. We try and find enemies. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I need a big bunch of dudes together. Well, there's a big bunch of dudes. Have some fire. Oh, fuck. That was close. One more orc. I can't fucking see. Apparently getting hit with fire doesn't count, so that's nice. 16. Can do 16. Should check our gem situation as well.
A bitter lesson.
Alright, I think we start working on maybe the pets. Mounts, not pets. What level are we? 24. We probably get something at 25, actually. Let's see what some of these unlocks are. You can summon a Grog. Yeah, that's what we want at 25. For fucking sure. Oh, that's level 30. My bad. Surely there's something at 25 that we were waiting for. 25 seems like a... Is it this? That's 31. We also don't want it. No, apparently we're good. Ah, it was this. I thought there was something. Alright, what does this do? We want to be able to heal dudes at 29. On me. Let's just get Drake's... So we have something on all of these. We don't have anything on Brutalize, but I hardly ever use it. We don't have anything on the Grog barrels. I hardly ever use it. We don't have anything on Deadly Spectre, because I hardly ever use it. This is... We're waiting to do a Terrarial's quest, because we only want Shadow Dominate. I guess we could get Chain or the pull target towards this thing. I don't think this works on captains though, which is why we never take it. The daggers I couldn't give a fuck about. Consume I don't use very often. Yeah, let's just get Drakes take less damage, so when we're on the back of a Drake we can kill more dudes.
Fair forms use grace to hide their true nature.
Okay, where are we? We're down here, so we'll go towards this here tower, and we get...
Grace leads to trust, a weakness they can exploit.
We get... Hellion, walk around the corner, then run. There you go. Then we get... Number... What was it? 16 for Spook? Passing through. Don't mind me. I'm surprised we haven't been ambushed by more orcs yet. 16. Maku the twins. Ooh. He's kind of unique. Oh, he's a Beastmaster. I think we get him just because he's got 2 phases. I think I may have seen that before, but that's not common. Frostproof, Curseproof, Beastproof. Enraged when fighting us alone, that's kind of shit, but... Karagor Pack, Beast, like, yeah, he's decent. Maku the twins. He also has 2 heads. He's twice as smart. Oh, there's a captain right there. Who be this?
Rash.
This is Arash, who doesn't really have any weaknesses, so he might be okay to grab. We need to, I mean, he's pretty shit, but we need to thingy him. Dazed by stealth, fear of cat. What is he? Arrowproof? Fireproof. Okay. Have some arrows?
There's a right way to do things and a wrong way. And I'm gonna kill you the right way.
The Rangers killed Ross.
I haven't killed Rush. I'm in the process of killing him. I haven't killed him yet. Rude! My god, we just take so much damage. Ow, so much damage. Alright, how do we do this? Because we want to dominate him. I think we go... There's no one to jump to. We jump over here? Didn't quite work. Because he's higher level, this takes longer to do. We can just keep him stuck here. And no, didn't work. Alright, maybe a stealth version? I mean, now he's on his own.
Come on, you little snake.
I know I haven't had many, well, I've had many, well, maybe not many, but I've had quite a few different jobs in my life. Different, like, employments. But not heaps. But I've never had to jump through so many fucking hoops to be hired before. Like, there's like 18 parts to this hiring process. I just got an email with like the next step. It's not just like you go in, hey, I want to work here. Yeah, okay. Here's your contract, sign it and give us your details. It's like bit after bit after bit after bit. Just keeps going. Maybe it's because it's a German company, like maybe they adopt like the it's German, right, Aldi? The European thing? I don't know. Of those jobs, how many of them are massive companies? Well, that's the other thing, yeah. That's exactly it. So my work history is like working for the family, which obviously I didn't need oh, it was also the first interview I've ever had. Well, the first like proper interview, I should say, where I had to like dress up and you know, all of that sort of stuff. I've had many interviews in the past, but they're all been informal, like word of mouthy type things. It was interesting when I did that course, right? When I did that, you have to do this Centrelink course because you've been on benefits for 2 months without getting work thing. We went through. We were doing our cover letters and resumes and everything to get better and, you know, be more efficient and look better to employers and all that sort of stuff. And we were going through, and there was about 16 of us in the course, maybe 16, 18, maybe around there. Not everyone was there all day. But anyway, there was, let's say 15 is an easy number. 15 of us. And so the dude asked, the guy who was running it, asked, basically, like, show of hands, how many people here, and the age range was 18 to 60s. There were a few people in their, like, 60s. So it was a broad range. And he said, how many people here have never had an interview? And there was like 5 of us. And like one of them was the 18-year-old. But then there was me and this other guy that would have been maybe my age. Maybe, I don't know, it's hard to tell age because I don't look my age. But he was at least, you know, mid to late 30s, maybe early 40s. And then there was another guy that was in his 20s. And I think another guy in his like early 30s and stuff. And then the guy running it said, have you not had an interview just because you've basically just like either worked for yourself or worked like at one company that whole time or whatever? Or is it that a lot of the jobs you've had have been recommendations from people and you just go in and meet with the person informally and they're like, yeah, cool. And we were all like, yeah, that. And then some guy, Daniel, I think his name was, the guy my age, he goes, yeah, look, I've had like 8 different job, career, whatever you want to call them, and I've never had an interview. Every single time I've got a job, it's because someone's recommended me or a friend of a friend or whatever. And there's like a massive, we went and like, there was like graphs and stuff, a massive portion of hirings is done like that, where there's no formal sit down interview thing. It's just like, oh, you guys are hiring. I've got someone that might be interested in that, or I've got someone that like did, you know, at school or whatever. You hire the person, not the skills, and then you train the person. It was really interesting. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I still have never had a proper interview. I've had interviews. Like I had an interview when I worked for the whiskey company, when I worked for the golf course. My job before this one, Hallmark, where I was working for cash for the car part place. But it was very, like, come in, have a chat. It wasn't, like, a formal thing. I just thought that was really interesting. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. But, because I thought I was a minority, like, I didn't think there would be many people out there like me. Because I always am just like, oh, fuck. How have I got to 40 and have never had a job interview? And yet I've worked family business, my own business. I worked for another, like, warehousing thing. I did the Hallmark thing. I worked on a farm. I worked at, the whiskey company. I worked for, in a cold storage, room, unpacking trucks and shit. Like, there's probably some other stuff that I can't remember off the top of my head. And just never had a fucking interview for any of it. And I'm like, I must be like, you know, there's no one else out there that's the same. No, there's a shitload of people out there that's the same. Did we pick all the numbers? I think we did, right? The last number was 16, which is this guy. Yeah, so I guess it's my turn. I'll pick this guy. Noruk the Friendly. Heavily damaged by fire, yet he uses a fire weapon. He's not the smartest of orcs. University taught me, whereas I've had multiple dozens of interviews. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I find it interesting. Like, people have different experiences, and I guess it's also depending on the type of work you're doing. So, like, you working for government and all that sort of stuff is going to be very interview heavy, whereas me working mainly manual labor, warehousing, distribution, manufacturing, pick-packing type jobs generally is more like, are you fit? Can you carry shit? Do you have attention to detail? Okay, good. You're hired on a probation. So like more of a,
The orcs can
much more of a,
blade, I'll give them that.
They produce weapons in mass.
not casual job, but like much more of a, oh, there's posh. The word I'm looking for. It's not as formal, is the word I'm trying to look for. We had a specific class that would actually prep you in your career degree interviews process for graduation at my uni. We also use the same interview tactic methods as for organizations, I think. Right, that's cool. I guess the difference is I worked in an office, then in an office again, and in another office. Yeah, see, I went from working in a factory and a kitchen to what was my next job? Then at a farm, then as a salesman, then back to all the family bullshit in warehousing and stuff. Then I worked on a golf course. Then I went back to the family. Then I went into that cold storage thing. Then I went back to the family. Then I did my own business. Then I went back to the family. Then I went to whiskey company, which was warehousing and distribution and pick packing and freight and stuff. Then I went to Walmart, and now I'm going into supermarket retail. So it's like a fair range of stuff, but a lot of it, the majority of it is it's like warehousing stuff. Stereotypical blue collar versus white collar. Yeah. So like with the whiskey company, because Anton worked there, he's like, oh, my brother's looking for work. So I just came in, met Craig, and he's just like, oh, what are you looking for? And I'm like, oh, just like if you need help packing stuff or, you know, doing warehousing duties or, you know, booking freight and stuff. He's like, yeah, cool. All right. You know, your brother vouchers for you. You want to come in, start Monday? Yeah, okay. And then I worked there for like 2 years. And that's how a lot of things went. The golf course one was a member of the golf course, was a family friend, and he knew I was looking for work, so he just went to the manager of the staff manager guy. I want to get this guy down, but because we're level, I don't think shaming reduces them to your level. I think it just reduces them by like 10 or something. I think we come back and get him when we're higher level, because he might get worse. We just leave him alone. Yeah, so the guy just called me or whatever and said, oh, do you want what's his face tells me you're looking for work, do you want to come in and have a chat? I said, yeah. So I went in and had a chat, and he basically just walked me around the golf course being like, oh, you know, you'll oh, I also did wait staff as well. He goes, you'll basically just be front of house, waiting tables, collecting drinks, collecting glasses, all that sort of stuff, da-da-da-da-da. And I said, yeah, okay, it's fine, whatever. I did that for 1 day. And then they're like, you know what? We actually need someone else to do this. Do you want to do this instead? Well, we need you to do this instead is more likely. And I said, yeah, that's fine. And it was way better. All I did was drive on corporate days. I just drove a fucking golf cart around with eskies or drink coolers, ice buckets, whatever you want to call them.
Perhaps their stubby fingers cannot work such a delicate glass.
Full of like drinks and snacks and stuff for the people playing golf. It was great. Norsco Stone Skin. Makes sense. I don't think a lot of those manual jobs have a formal interview. They don't really need them. Yeah, so, I mean, some have. Like, I've been in a job and then they've got people in for interviews. It just didn't happen for me. And then some of them were, like, I worked for a recruitment company, like a job agency or whatever it was, where they just sent me off to places and I worked and I didn't actually work for that company. I worked for whatever it was, recruitment. It was just I was working at, you know, that company for that week or that month or whatever it was. And that was no interview. It was just like, be here at 8 a.m. I'm like, okay.
submit.
But I just thought it was Nazu Neck Ripper. Okay. He has basically no weaknesses, but he also has basically no strengths. He's poison proof. And that's about it. I just thought it was cool to see that there were multiple other people out there that were, you know, not just 18 years old, but were, you know, a little bit older and progressed in life, that had also just never had an interview. And I had no problems going to an interview. Like, I have no... I have no qualms in talking to people or public speaking or any of that sort of stuff. So, like, going into a formal interview, sitting down, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir type professional courtesy talk thing. Like, I wasn't nervous or anything at all. Like, it was just, as long as you're yourself and, you know, appear confident-ish, I guess. But I also get how that's, like, nerve-wracking as fuck. And I think if I was going for a big, you know, corporate job that was paying, like, 100k a year, then, yeah, I'd probably be nervous as shit. But, for the job I was going for, it didn't... I didn't bother me at all. Which I think is a plus, because I know a lot of people out there freak out about it. I'm an insanely socially awkward fucker, but in a professional setting, I feel like mask it well. Well, that's the other thing, right? So
these times,
you just need to, like,
lost on the denizens of Mordor.
I don't know, like, suck it up for that little bit, I guess, the interview, and then afterwards you can, once you're hired, what are they gonna do? But no, I think you just need to, like, present well at an interview, and then from there, because I think also on top of that, like, companies and stuff know that you're not going to be your interview self on a day-to-day basis, right? You're not going to be all, like, sitting there all nicely and straight up and all, like, you know, saying the right words and being polite. Like, as soon as you get the job and are comfortable and all the rest of it, you just are yourself, and you know, you're joking and you're making silly comments and gently, like, bullying your workmates and getting bullied in return and all that, like, normal shit. So the person you're presenting as is, like, the fake professional version of you that immediately wears off as soon as you are comfortable. And I think people know that, right?
You're in my sights.
We want this. Like, you're still you when you go to an interview. Like, you still present as you. You're just, like, trying to be the best version of you can be. Like, you're not going to be that uptight and like professional at all times. Like, it's impossible to be that all the time, right? You need to relax at some point.
I've seen it.
At home, stares at phone for 3 hours, procrastinating on a simple call, and working out what to say. At work, picks up phone. Good afternoon. Yeah. I'm the same. Like, there's literal things that I have not done and still haven't done that I wanted to get done months ago because making a phone call is too hard. It's like the actual thing I need to do. It's like, oh, you need to go in here and, like, you know, have this surgery and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, yeah, cool, no worries, I'm fine doing that. Ringing in to actually book it in, ringing up to book it in, that's harder than having someone, you know, do a procedure or a fucking surgery or something. Like, I fucking hate making phone calls and booking stuff in and organizing stuff or whatever. Like, I hate it. There's like a mental roadblock there where it just, I can't do it. It's just like, nope. Especially when you finally get around to working up the energy to do it, and then it fucks up. So for me, I had that with my with the government stuff. For like 2 years. This won't make any sense to Colby or anyone outside of Australia, really, but... Flack the Scorpion. Why are there flammable people that have fire weapons? That seems counterproductive. He looks cool. I tried to get off the Medicare card because Camille and I were joint Medicare cards. And there was like a catch-22 on it. I think that's all the towers. So we may as well go and collect all the collectibles and then maybe move on. Because what quest are we actually up to? We're up to allies in Saragost. We need a Latrial quest line. Where's her quest line? Does she have one? Gondor quests? Shelob quests are done. This one. No, they're locked. You must capture all the towers in Saragost. You must activate the Dominion upgrade.